Hello everyone, all the things. Today we're going to do a review of Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves game just came out in beta. Looked very awesome. It created that dream, that little kid that wanted to be a pirate someday. This might be the closest that some will get, if not all, to having that reality. Now, I want to do this version, a single player playthrough, because everyone else that I see playing this game is playing with a group, and that seems very fun. I wanted to answer the question, can this be fun for an individual player? Now, I want this first few minutes to be a representation of something that was a little weird on my end. I want to talk about what I have for a computer, and how long it took to load into the game, to render up the world, essentially. I have a 4440 i5. I think it's about 3.2. I don't overclock, I keep it at its standard. I have 8 gigs of DDR3, and I have a GTX 750 MSI. Now, these are all pretty fine. I'm playing on the common settings of this game. There are people that play on the higher end, and it looks absolutely amazing. So from a viewpoint standpoint, let that be the play on words there, this game is one of the most beautiful games I have seen in a while. Simply because all the art style matches. Even when you stop and the things that are your actionable items, so like your boat, that looks like it fits in the world. And instead of your boat having different shades and different feel like an old anime, it actually has a continuity to it. So the entire world together is amazing. There's no windowed full screen yet. The beta, I had to go into windowed and then pull up one of my software tools to help make it a full screen. You can see by the top there being, I have the window top on the top portion of the video. I'm going to leave that there simply because this is what my playthrough of my first mission, essentially. I did play a little bit before this, but all in all, you guys are seeing my first kind of playthrough, and I wanted to show you the difficulties and the good things about going alone and playing this game as an individual versus getting on a big boat with 4 of your friends, 3 of your friends, and trying to have a full voyage. Some things I like about this game, what they try to do with the immersion. Now, it's first person. Some people are going to not like that. Some people are going to enjoy that more. It really depends on your feel. Second thing I like with this, it just looks so awesome. Like, it really does. Like, there's this whole type of feel to it. You can even come in here and get grog if you want, which, for lack of better terms, is what we would drink now if we went out on a good old Friday. And it's just got a cool feel to it. You see all these things. Everything is ran by menus. There's very little, I'd say, UI to this game. Everything is, you either press Q, E, F, R. I believe C or Z also has some other options. They have a lot of houses set up already. What these are called outposts. But for now, for the beta, some of them are useful, some of them are not. But they wanted you to get enough of the game so you could really have a feel for what you were doing. And I wanted to show you real quick, what one of the small boat looks like. Once again, even right here, you're looking at nighttime. I jumped into the water by accident. Well, frankly, the boat was a little too far away. It all just looks amazing. You jump on your boat, you have the lights, the lighting and the shading in this game, even on the common settings, are amazing. I'm going to say that word a few too many times probably because of the simple fact of I did not expect this beauty to come quickly in where I'd say where we are in video games as a entire culture. Because there's just something about it. Something about water and how well they did it and how the boats react and how people react. The one complaint I've heard from other players is that the fighting is a little wonky. I get that, but then again, when you're in first person, fighting is a little wonky. It's not like you have a nice little reticle you can just look at and go for it. Now, we're going to go ahead and do a voyage, and this is the map. Once again, I'll show you a little more about that in a moment. This is how you pick a voyage. This little table, everyone puts their voyages on the table and you vote. You can actually kind of look this up on their on their versions, but for quickly, a little quick pick, you pick a voyage. Everyone that's on your boat can pick one if they want, and then everyone votes on which voyage to go on. I had one. Basically, when you start the game and have 0 gold, they give you one to start with just so you can start getting into the more expensive adventures. Now, in this particular one, all I'm getting is an island, and I have to find that island. Now, these first missions can be easy. They basically pick one of the closest islands to me. You can zoom in, zoom out. You left click to put a circle around things. It's just a cool way of navigating. You know, you actually have a map. There's no radar that you have. There's no map that you have up next to where you're driving. You literally should have someone looking at the map while you're driving the boat. You should have someone controlling the sails while you're driving the boat. And now I'm going to show you this because it's kind of funny, and you know, it's a small little point. The first time I played, I got attacked so many times because, you know, let's go into some of the negatives of this game. If you're playing as an individual, or you're playing as a twosome, or a lot of people that just don't know what they're doing, you're probably going to get just destroyed by people that have played enough already to know what they're doing. So, turning off your lights allows you to be less visible at night, so you can actually get around a little more freely. Now, I'm going to show you how to start moving. You actually have the wheel to make turns. You have your sails. Right now, I have a single sail boat. Over here to the right is where you can put it. You can put it at mast, half mast, all those different things. You can move it to what you want. You can angle it to either be on the port or the starboard, so left or right. Because if you can see in the air in this video, there's a little wind, and I'm trying to angle my sails to pick up on the wind. And you'll see it, and it'll actually make a sound when you start catching the wind. And this is the cool part too. You pull up your anchor by actually spinning it. You have to hold on and spin it the entire time until you get a click, and then your boat just starts moving. And you're in control of your vessel. You have an actual cardinal direction, like a compass right in front of you. You're steering the boat, you're stealing all the sails, you're trying to get through the waters as safely as possible while avoiding other islands, avoiding the storms that are going to be obviously coming your way. And even here, you see, I moved things a little bit. I added a little more open on the sails because I wanted to get a little more of the wind. Now, I looked at where my boat is here. Once again, it's dark because I'm trying not to be visible. And I'm trying to see where that island is. So this starts the voyage. You know, a little bit into it. Ooh, jeez. Lagged there. Well, that's a lot of lag. I'm going to let that stay for you because I just want to let you know. There's a point here where you kind of want to know about that, in that because I couldn't find really any requirements. I had to go to a third party to find the requirements for this game. It said I was good enough on the common settings, and frankly I like the game enough, but if you're looking for like high quality, like GTX 1080 probably, i5 or above, maybe i7 or the like in the AMD series, at least 8 gigs of DDR3 or 5, that's my suggestion. Yeah, those are minimums. Now, this is the coolest part. You're on the open ocean now. You're actually trying to direct yourself. As you noticed on the map up here, I'm going the wrong way, and it's actually showing my line. It's going to look pretty bad, actually, because now I'm going to have to recorrect and go to the next direction to the left to try to actually make sure that I get to the island. And I'm actually using my compass, I'm using the map, I'm using my feel of direction. And it's just weird to say that, but visually it feels like you're on the open ocean trying to find this island. The water, I mean, just look around a little bit. I know I'm focusing in right now on my actual gameplay, but there's a storm out there. I'm trying to control this boat. There's huge waves coming my way. I'm making sure that the wind is catching my sails. All these little things actually makes you feel like you're in a genuine adventure. I haven't got this in a while. And now the big question comes back to, is it gonna be fun to play if you play it every day for 5-10 days straight? Are you gonna come back to this game? Are you gonna bring people into this and say, you should buy this game? Are you gonna tell your friends that this is the way to go? I think it is a better game for those groups versus just playing alone. If you notice me going through this, yes, I'm enjoying it. Yes, I get to be the maker of my own device. I get to choose where I'm going. I get to choose the adventure. But I mean, as you notice here, I'm letting go the directions of the boat to put up the sail, then to try to redirect the boat a bit. I'm literally going to spend a few minutes here just doing this because I realized I pulled the sails up too much. So now I'm not going to move anywhere. So I basically have to swim into this island because I made the mistake. But that's what you get for doing as one person. Well, if you had 4 people, someone would be doing the sails, someone would be doing the anchor, someone would be at the maps, someone would be driving the ship, or you'd have someone up top looking to make sure there's no other boats. But as a single player, you're doing all of this. Now comes the fun part of actually trying to find the treasure. That's how I load up your ammo. Ammo in this game is pretty rudimentary at this point. You get 5 shots in your guns. You start with basically a handgun, a sniper, and a sword. What I'm doing here is I'm actually looking around to make sure there's no other boats around the island so they wouldn't see me try to get this island to start digging up the treasure. Currently, NPCs, or I'd say PvE, the environmental enemies, are mostly skeletons. In the open version of this game, there's going to be a lot more. There's going to be actual animals. But here you can kind of see actually what's going on. I'm getting attacked by skeletons on the island. Where I'm going to pull out this treasure. You have a few different attacks. You have a light and heavy attack. This part is amazing. By the way, don't click on your menus. I just shot one off by accident. I'm actually going to dig up the treasure. And I look around because I'm like, is there any boats? Any boats? Am I going to be okay doing this? And this is where I'd say again, not the greatest single player game. You got one person digging this treasure out. You're going to have to carry it back, get it on your boat, get it back somewhere without getting attacked. Now, mind you, this is the beta. Not as many people playing currently as there will be. But now it's just a mad rush for me. I don't know if anyone's seen me. I don't know if I'm going to get attacked by a bigger boat. So I have to go ahead and just... There was even material on that island that I wanted to take back to my boat. I was just too afraid to. I've been attacked so many times I had to just get back on my boat and start making it back to an outpost. So, usually people hide it. For me, my strategy was just put it down, get moving as quickly as possible. I literally just start moving things to get back going. Put the sails down, change it to... I am kind of surprised I did this because I wanted to correct my sails first, but it was kind of... I had a wind facing me, so it was kind of just a bad go anyways. But that's kind of what you're doing right now in this game. So if going for treasure isn't quite what you want to do, when the game comes out in full version, there's actually going to be multiple types of missions. You're going to be able to attack other people for rewards. You're going to be able to actually just trade goods. You could go to an island and just get chickens and just take those chickens to an outpost and sell them. A lot of different things you can do in this game. But for now, if you're looking for an individual experience of just something having fun like this, do one of two things. Come into this game without any expectations of really getting anything done, because you will get attacked by people with more, a bigger crew and a bigger ship, and you will get beat. That's just how it is. And you're going to have problems like this where you're going the wrong direction to the outpost you want to go to. So I want to go to this outpost where I came from. And now I have to go back up, try to make a guess of where I'm going, avoid the rocks, avoid everything going on, get back to that outpost, because that's where I get to sell my gold back to someone that's able to take in my gold and say, okay, awesome, here's your part of the cut. This part of the game, I really just want you to just kind of sit back and enjoy a little bit of the view with me and just listen a bit. I'm actually going to be quiet and I'm just going to say, listen to what's going on in the game. I'm getting pretty close back to where I want to be at Outpost, but this is the part of the game where I will say, if you want to be an individual and you have no expectations of really getting a lot of gold going, and you just want to have some fun and enjoy kind of a travel around game, this is the thing to do. If you want to just search around, have adventures, no expectations of not getting attacked, because there are a lot of people that are just frankly trolling in the game currently, because that's what pirates do. Life's not fair. You're not going to have a good go at this. But man, it's just a beautiful game. The water, the feel, the fact that you actually have to control this ship, and it feels like you're doing something. For as little as you do feel like you're doing stuff in a game sometimes, there's so many different parts of this game to keep a track of that you feel like you're making a difference. That what you're doing, how you learn to control a ship, it actually feels like a skill. And in my eyes, gives me a little respect for people that actually ride boats, because they don't get to see the wind like we did. They don't get to just put down their anchor like this. If I know I'm going to overshoot the island, I can just J-turn, put the anchor down, and just kind of sway my way back next to the island, put up the sails a bit, grab my treasure, and try running the base. I chose this one because I didn't see anyone on the island at this point. There is no safe place in this game. Yet you can be on an outpost and they can kill you, take your treasure, and sell it. I can guarantee when this game comes out in full version, there will be people just doing that, because finding treasure can take some time. When all you gotta do is wait on an island for someone to show up, attack them, and get their gold, that seems like a lot easier way, if I'm being honest. And this is what I'd say, being a one player, you're gonna have a rough go. One player is weaker than four player. Boat's smaller, you have less materials to start out with, you have a smaller boat, you have less crew members. But I did it. Made 44 coins off that, and I got them to come in. Yeah, actually what you would do regularly is talk to them again, buy another treasure map, building a reputation with this guy, because he's going to give you, you're going to be able to get more things out of him over time and get better and better maps out of him as well. But this is kind of the game. This is, if you're looking to become a pirate, if you want to play an open world feel, this isn't generated. It's all been handcrafted by the creators. And to me, I think they did extremely well. I think it's a game definitely worth trying. $60 might be a little steep. I'm expecting a lot of content when the full game comes out. But, it's just something I just had to play. I wanted to see what it looked like now and watch this game grow, because I believe this is going to be one of those games that I will go back to over time and play again and again. It's just got that feel to it. Thank you for watching. This is All Things. Frankly, I'm just kind of walking around now. I'll probably show the rest of the content just to show it. But if you have any questions at the bottom, let me know. I'd love to answer anything for you about the game and the requirements, what I'm using to play right now, and the fact that it still looks as good as it does. Just let me know. I'll answer anything I can do for you. Once again, All the things. Hope everyone's doing well.